record. Okay, here we go. I'm going to put it on gallery view. Oh, no, sorry, speaker view. Okay, again, welcome everyone. This is Vicki with Singles Travel International, and thank you for attending the meet and greet for the Coastal Mediterranean European Summer Cruise. I'm really happy to be with you and so excited to be seeing you in 2 weeks in Barcelona. So I'm going to share my screen with you. Let's see here. Okay. Can you all see my screen here?
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. So the first thing I want to talk about is the most important things, what we need, the very important documents, forms, all of that stuff that we need in order to go on this cruise. Here's another person coming in, and to enter Spain. So about a week ago, you should have all received the final vacation details, an email saying that the final vacation details were ready. If you have not, let me know in the chat, but I'm going to show you where you can find them. If you go to the trip page, the Mediterranean Coastal Summer Singles Cruise, you scroll down on the left-hand side, and you'll see down here, it says your travel documents. You can see where my cursor is. If you click on that, it comes to this document. I know this is a long document, but it does have a lot of very important information inside of it. So here, Kim has compiled a checklist for you all. So most important thing is your passport. It's valid for 6 months after your return date to the US. You will need to have your original COVID-19 vaccination certificate with you. And I have also made copies of mine, and I've also taken a picture of both sides on my phone to have with me. It comes in very handy. So make sure you have that with you. The Spanish health form, which I'll talk about a little bit later. We will need a negative COVID-19 test to board the cruise ship. I'll discuss that. Number 5 is no longer applicable. Let Barbara in here. Number 5, no longer applicable. Yay! So we don't need to worry about getting that return COVID test. A travel insurance certificate. Travel insurance was mandatory for this trip. The completed, this is for singles travel, fit and willing to travel commitment. That was a form that came to you. It should have come to you in an email. It also had the location to put in your flight information. And for whoever doesn't fill it out, I will have a copy for you to sign, but please try to fill it out before you go. It is mandatory for singles travel to fill that out. We are now able to, although I haven't been able to, I don't know if some of you have been having trouble, we can log in on Royal Caribbean now. I've been trying since yesterday. For some reason, I have not been able to check in. Talk about that a little bit. It's also,
I think I'm in. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
I think we have to wait for right before we go to finish it.
Oh yeah, you have to have the health test or the questionnaire
yeah.
the day before.
Yeah,
Right,
there's some things I can't even get to the part where I start checking in. So
Well, that's because you're in Athens.
Completely checked in.
maybe I'm gonna call them tomorrow and see what's going on. I've tried on my phone, on my laptop, but there's also it comes in very handy while you're on the cruise, the Royal Caribbean app. So download the app. And even before, the nice thing now is even before you sail, you can do the majority of your muster drill check-in. So you'll watch a short video now with muster drill. You don't go to the you don't go, for instance, say to the Royal Theater and listen and watch the safety drill. You do it all on the app and in your cabin or in your cabin. And then you simply go to your muster station, which will be written on your key card. So the Royal Caribbean app, it really was helpful on the last cruise to see, another change on the cruise ship is they're not giving out the daily program every day unless you request it. I'm sorry, a paper version of it. So they're trying to save on paper and, be a little bit more green. So you can request it to your cabin every day, but it isn't just naturally delivered like it used to be, but everything that is on what they normally deliver is on the app. So it really is handy.
Vicki, do you have to be on board before that movie is available on your electronic device?
So I remember watching it in Rome at our hotel a day or two before.
Oh, I guess you have to do the questionnaire and then they give you the thing.
Yeah, so there was just a little video to watch. I don't think it's available yet, but again, my thing doesn't seem to really be working. But we're in Barcelona, we will definitely be able to start. And most of us, I think, did everything, even on the bus ride on the way to the ship, as long as you have Wi-Fi or cell service. And then all you have to do is go bring your card to the muster station and you're all set. So it's much easier. You don't have to sit through that long, it seems long because at that point you're on the ship and you want to just start having fun. So let me go down these again, one by one. So first I'd like to start with the Spanish health form. Okay, so in order to enter Spain, we do not need a COVID test to enter Spain as long as we're vaccinated. So this is, sorry, someone else trying to come in. This is when I clicked on the link to the Spanish health form. There will be several things you need to fill out. The most important thing about this form is that you will be provided with a QR code. Hi, Barbara, I'm glad you got in.
Well, I'm trying, but having a hard time.
I thought, yeah, I saw you, I let you in a few times here. So I'm going over now the what we need. So I had started with this and now I'm just going down one by one. So the passport, your vaccination certificate, now is the Spanish health form. This will give us a QR code that in the EU and in each individual country, even they have their QR codes for their COVID tests. This is a way for us to get our COVID tests in a QR form. You can start creating the form as long as you have all your details. So if you have your flight information, I haven't done it yet because I don't have my flight yet to Barcelona, but once you have, which you all do have your flights, start filling it out and then it'll send you a unique code. Then from 3 days before your trip, you'll be able to answer the questions and get the specific QR code associated with your trip. So you can start filling it out now. You can stop, start. They'll email you. You'll have a way to get back to it. And then within 3 days of your arriving in Spain, then you will be able to complete it and get the QR code.
Vicki, that doesn't work for me. I've tried about half a dozen times. And it says I need a security code for my passport, and I don't have any such thing. So I don't know what the crap I'm supposed to do.
Okay, so Robbie, let me write this down. I am going to purchase my airfare. I'll try to do it tomorrow, and I will go through this form and see what happens, and I will get an answer. Has anyone else tried yet?
Yes, I got to the very end and it asked
Yes, I
me-
tried it. I didn't have no luck either.
Brad, I got to the very end
Yeah.
and there were 2 questions they asked about where we were going and none of them related to where we were going.
And it asked for a security code for the passport, and I've never heard of any such thing. And that's the only thing I need to finish mine up.
security code for the.
I did it on the app on the phone and it
Right.
went through flawlessly. It's
Yeah,
all set up. I just have to
So,
wait.
so what did you say when it asked where you were going? There were two things to go, two places to go.
Catalonia.
It's Catalina.
Catalonia.
Catalina.
I put
Catalonia is
that
like a
down, and then
state.
there was another place that
Right,
had,
and then it
there were
was
two things.
Barcelona on the other side, Sam.
You don't need to put a second place, just Catalonia and Barcelona.
Oh, I put something in both sides, but I think it gave me the thing, so it might be okay.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
just one place you're going in Spain. They don't care about France and Italy.
Okay, great. Thank you
Clever
all
these Spanish.
for that. And Robbie, so what I'll do again, I will, it sounds like sometimes on the phone, things do work better too. I know that it's more responsive.
I
But-
can't do anything on my phone, so I do it on the computer and that's what I get. So I
Okay.
cannot fill out that form.
Okay, so don't worry, I will, as soon as I purchase my airfare, which I have on my schedule I need to do, and it's only 2 weeks away. I will call you, I'll call you or email you with the list. It'd probably be easier if I call you and see if we can go through it and work on it together. Okay.
When you have to have this done by, Vicki?
So this should be done, I mean, definitely before you enter Spain. They're going to likely ask you for this, Rick, when you go to your home
They will.
airport before you leave the United States. So you're in Florida, right, Rick?
No, I am right now in the North Sea near Norway.
Uh-oh.
Oh my gosh. Oh, you had mentioned
Well,
something
you're
about,
okay. You can just go wherever the hell you want, I think.
I'm gonna swim. I'm swimming, Sam.
just stay. Are you staying in Europe?
I'm on a ship right now.
Yes, but are you flying back to this?
I've been traveling transatlantic for the last month and a week, I think.
Wow. So Rick, are you flying back to the States or are you staying in Europe before?
No, I haven't. Well, I've got a flight back to the States after Barcelona trip, but
Okay,
I'm up in the air about
but
that.
before Barcelona, are you flying back to the States?
No, I'm
No,
going
you're
from Heathrow. Yeah, I'm going from Heathrow to Barcelona.
Okay. So you have to do this before your flight.
Okay.
Do this before your flight. Because again, I don't know what the rules are going from the UK to Spain. I know going from Greece to Spain.
Well, it depends on what's in. Are you a U.S. citizen or Norway citizen?
No,
Right
I'm not
now?
in Norway yet, Sam. I'm a U.S. citizen.
Then that
I
might
live
be
in Florida, Sam.
Rick.
Good to see you, Sam.
Yeah, so Rick, just make sure you fill out this form
Okay.
in time, because you also want to give yourself time, to get the QR code. That's the most important thing that you're getting from this. So I would say, don't wait till last minute.
Okay. Thank you, Vicki.
Marillis is trying.
Sorry to interrupt.
Okay, so the Spanish health form, again, I'll give people, at least Robbie, I will give you an update on what happens with mine and try to help you in any way I can. The next thing is the COVID test for the cruise. So this is something it's important. I have arranged for a nurse to come to our hotel to make it easy for us. So the nurse will be coming. The latest I could get is 6 p.m. on June 20. My God, why can't I remember? The cruise starts the 30th, right?
30th.
29th
We're
will be
coming in
okay.
on the 28th.
Yes. So
Okay.
she
29th will be okay.
is coming to the hotel 6 p.m. June 29th.
Okay.
However, there are a couple of people so some of the people who are arriving the 29th, I still don't have their airfare information. Two of the people who are coming in the 29th, they're not getting in. One is coming in, I think, at 4:30 and one at 5:30. So you might not have arrived at the hotel in time. I tried to see maybe the next morning. However, you all have a tour on the way from the hotel to the port. There is you're going to be given a nice city tour. So the morning, you can't do it because you're getting picked up ready to go like this, 8:30 a.m. And the nurse wasn't available to come that early. So, most of us, so for those of you who are arriving on the 28th and for those of you arriving the 29th, who will be in the hotel by 6 p.m. I wanted to let everybody know because I know some people on the 28th, on the 29th, might want to be out all day. You know, some of you have made plans to go to La Sagrada Familia and do some other things. I just want to let you know please be back. And of course, when we're in Barcelona, I'll tell you again, but be back by 6 so that you can take advantage of having the COVID test at the hotel. The COVID test costs 37 euros a person. They want us to please pay in cash and to please have almost exact change. Whoa. Because and we're going to be doing it at the hotel. So we'll all meet at the hotel about 5:45 on the 29th. Again, I will have seen you for breakfast that morning. And for the people arriving, I'm on the 29th, I'm having another hospitality desk for a short time. But so is anyone here on the chat tonight, one of the ones arriving the 29th?
No, but I'm one of the ones who bought the online test.
Yeah, what about the online test? Because I got that as well.
I'll talk about that. You can definitely, sorry, someone's coming in. You can definitely do the online test if you want to do the online test. This is just for those who don't want to have to deal with that. And
well, I've dealt with it twice before. Once it worked and once it didn't work.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I heard on the Canadian Rockies trip, there was a little bit of an issue. So to me, the biggest thing is if you do it, if you want to do it. If it doesn't work, come to the 6 p.m. If your COVID test, if you want to do your home test, do it earlier in the day on the 29th.
The only reason I bought the home test was that you told us to buy it.
I have one too, Vicki.
Well, I
bought the online test too. I got 2 of them. I thought we was going to do the online test in the hotel
somebody
together.
Helped us, it didn't work.
No. So my plan, the reason I urged people to get the home test was because I knew Royal Caribbean was not going to be giving the test to go back to the United States. So that you all would have had to have gotten your test at the Barcelona airport the day you leave. And that's a lot of stress because you don't know how much time you have. This was something.
Let's talk about it later.
Okay. So for whoever wants, a nurse will be coming to administer a test on the 29th at 6 p.m. Is anyone on this chat here arriving the 29th?
Yeah, I'm getting in at 5:30.
Okay, that was you, Rick. 5:30. Okay.
Yeah, the flight gets in at 5:30.
Yes. Okay.
I won't get to the hotel probably until 7:30.
Yep. Okay. So Rick, and then if there's anyone here tonight who has not sent in your flight information, if you could please do that, because that's information that for me, so I know when you're coming in, if there are any delays, if you don't show up, there's a way for me to, to sort of figure out where you are, what's going on, and to help you in any way that I can. So I know at the left.
Vicki, I changed mine.
Your flight changed, Carolyn?
Yeah, I changed so I could come over with Vicki Sinclair.
Okay,
So I'm coming in on 992
okay, what airline?
United.
So you're coming in with Vicki on the same flight?
Right, right. There's a
Okay,
lot of us
so
on
I
that
can just
flight.
look, I can just look at Vicky's flight, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I think there's like 5 or 6 people coming in on that flight.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
That's why I wanted to come on that flight. I didn't want to fly in by myself.
Oh, is that the one, is that the one Roland? I saw Roland is on it too.
Yeah, well, I don't know.
No,
if
that's Atlanta.
That's
I'm
it.
on 194. Vicky, I'm on 194 coming out of Delta, but on the travel documents on their website, it shows I'm flying in with a United flight. But I'm actually flying, and I've contacted your office, STI, twice, and they said they would change it, but it's not. I am coming in on Delta 194 with Roland and Robbie and a whole bunch of us.
Okay,
And but on your documents there, it shows that I'm coming in on a United flight.
okay, so Brad,
And
thank you for
Vicki?
telling me on the document that you see here in, farther down, this
Yeah,
document unfortunately is not going to be updated, but Kimberly provides me with updated manifests.
Okay. Yeah.
So I'll look on the updated manifest to make sure you're on Delta 194.
Yeah, I think I redid the internet thing, so I'm not sure if she got, she should have got it.
Okay, I'll look.
Right.
at
Mine was
yours.
wrong too, Vicky.
Who is that?
Me,
Wait,
Barbara,
okay,
mine was wrong.
Yeah. Carolyn's on here for 992, so it's right.
Yeah, and I wasn't, that shouldn't have been 992. It should have been the one that Brad was on, but I changed it to 992.
Well, I'm not
Okay.
992. I'm
You don't want to fly with
992.
me?
Hey, Vicky, I
Yeah.
noticed that mine isn't updated either, and I've sent in my flight information. Am I sending it to the wrong person then? I am on AA 742 with Roger, Samuel, and Susan.
Okay, Laura, let me see.
I think once it's on there, it doesn't get updated.
No.
This sheet
Yeah.
won't be updated, but I work, Kimberly updates live documents for me. So Laura, tell me which flight is
Yes.
correct.
Yes, I'm coming in from Philadelphia to BCN, AA 742.
Bingo, I'm on that flight.
Yeah, Samuel and Susan is on that same flight.
Yeah.
This is Susan Mark.
Vicky.
I'm on that too.
Vicky,
Susan-
why don't you post somewhere what you got and see if
Yeah.
we're updated?
Yeah, send personal messages on STI. We can figure it out. That's the easiest.
What I'll do is in an email, I'll do a blind copy to the group, an email, and I'm going to have the form. I'll have this form updated and then everyone can look. But right now I have that Brad should be on Delta 194. Carolyn is arriving with Vicki on UA 992.
Right.
UA 992. Laura and Susan are both coming in on Philadelphia BCN AA 742.
And Samuel.
Wait, Lauren, have
Roger,
you still
and
not
Roger.
sent in your flight information?
We'll get together and figure it out. Don't worry.
Okay, and where's Lauren?
Yes,
you
I did.
leave? Oh, you did?
I-
Okay.
I sent mine in.
Okay, great.
Dora probably hasn't sent hers in yet because she's been really busy. She just got back to Texas, so but
Okay.
she's on the same 194.
Laura, you're in there as two different names, so that's confusing.
What?
She's
So
got
to
her
go-
Spanish name and her regular name.
So to go back to the COVID-19 test to board the cruise, if anyone, at the Barcelona airport, if you've ordered those tests, definitely bring it with you. But I would keep, well, no, we don't need it for the return now. So you can do it and I just won't have you do the one with the nurse. If for some reason it's not working and I don't know, I know there was a problem with the Canadian Rockies with the people not being able to, not with that trip, but with the not being able to get through to the EMED people, then you'll have the backup. So the only issue will be for those people arriving on the 29th who do not who will not arrive in time for the nurse's visit, then it will be important for you to have one of those home health, the Binax Now. And there are two different kinds. So it's very important if you order them to order the one that was on the link, the one that says do not open before you use, because there's another one from Binax that is not approved for this purpose. The one from the link is approved. So
That's what it looks like.
those,
Yeah,
because
that's a what?
Upside down.
Upside. You just look at it. Well, okay, we do it that way.
what's upside down?
No, Brad is showing the.
Well, it depends. I'll do it sideways. I don't know, but anyway, that's
Oh,
what it
there we
looks like.
go.
Oh.
You got, it reads two different ways. One way this way, that's upside down. You turn it over, that's okay, that's upside down.
So is that one or two tests?
Well, so
This
we
is
only
just one.
need, oh, sorry,
Oh.
you're talking to Brad.
Uh-huh. And how much is that, Brad?
Well, I had one from the New Year's Eve cruise left over, and I went ahead and bought two on this one, and it was like, with shipping, it was for two of them was $75.
Yeah, it was
What?
75. Yeah,
Yeah,
Oh, for the whole
$75.
price, the whole thing, yeah.
yeah.
Which is pretty good for two tests. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
If somebody
I got
needs
it.
one, I'll bring mine
the-
and they can use it.
Well, I had, on the New Year's Eve cruise, I had three of them, and one of the persons didn't have one. So I gave them one of mine, and they're supposed to buy me a drink, and I'm still waiting on it, but.
Well, I just got, we
Well,
got
if
our
that-
tests in Ecuador and they only cost $20 from the nurse. So
yes,
this,
That's
yeah,
different.
Yeah.
in
yeah, I think she
Rome, they
went
were
to Juan Hop-
22
Did that
euros.
nurse go to Juan Hopkins?
whatever it is, it is.
Yes, I mean, it's different, you know, in Greece, you can get them now here, 10 euros. It's amazing, and it's ready in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me
It's
go
just taking
through
time.
this. Number 5, we no longer need the COVID test, so scratch that out, the fit and willing, the Royal Caribbean. Okay, so I've gone through all of this. Another thing I want to talk about is the day that we all arrive. So I'll go on, skip past this. Oh, yes, very, very important. When you check in, I had put a note on the chat about this, but I want to reiterate, and in case you're not looking on the chat, that is an important resource for some
What?
information. On the Royal Caribbean app, when you check in, we are no longer given a group check-in time. They won't give it to us because of COVID. They're having people choose a check-in time. So your tour, you will be picked up. I say you because I'm actually not going on the tour that morning. I will see you all, make sure everyone gets on the bus and on their way, and your luggage is all taken care of. Your luggage will be loaded onto the bus. You'll have a wonderful tour guide. It's a company we've worked with for many, many years in Barcelona. You're going to have a nice tour of Barcelona. So I'll talk about that in a second, but as far as the check-in on the app, they're going to ask you to choose a check-in time. Don't choose, choose something starting at 1 p.m. So 1 to 1:30, 1:30 to 2, see what's available. In the end, when we checked in Rome, nobody asked us for our check-in time. So the important thing is not to try to check in. How do I say this? You won't be to the port any earlier. I would say the earliest you'd be there would be 12:30. Most likely it'll be closer to 1. So choose a check-in time starting around 1 p.m. Again, if you're not able to get a check-in time on the app, let's say you get a 2:30, don't worry about that and don't wait. So when you get to the port, again, I am not going to be with you all, but you don't wait, just go to your designated check-in area. They'll ask for your passport, your COVID certificate. They'll ask for all the form, any forms that you needed to fill out. They'll look, if you do it all on the app, it's so easy because everything is right there. But to choose a check-in time, just don't choose anything before 1 p.m. And likely at this point, it won't be available anyways, but no one checked. I had, I think, a 1:30 check-in time, and nobody even asked about our check-in time.
So what's the deal though? You have to get tested after 1 p.m., right?
No, it
2 days before.
it's yes, it's up to 2 days before.
Oh, 2 days before. Okay. Okay.
Yep. So your city tour. So you'll be going to La Sagrada Familia to view from the outside. You will not be entering. So I believe that in this document, or was it, I think in this one, Kimberly sent a link to another tour where you could, or to get tickets to La Sagrada Familia. So I just wanted to reiterate that if you thought you were going into La Sagrada Familia on the tour that we are providing, we're not. So if that's important to you, please sign up for something else to try to get your tickets. Otherwise, yeah, I'd hate for you to get to Barcelona and not be able to go and see something that you really want to see. The same is true for the Gaudi Museum. Let's see, the bus will pick you up. So I'll have breakfast with you the morning of the 30th. I'll make sure that everyone and everyone's luggage gets put on board the bus. Your luggage will remain with you on the same bus that you're touring in, and then we'll, drop you directly at the port. It's pretty seamless. This company is obviously local to Barcelona. They've been in business for many years. It will be easy. I will also have little makeshift luggage tags that you can put on. However, I know sometimes it's easier to print your luggage tags that the Royal Caribbean gives to you. I know for me, I didn't print mine from Royal Caribbean on my last trip 2 weeks ago. And when we got to the port, the people who had the pre-printed Royal Caribbean, they went to a faster line. So that's something to keep in mind. I've never seen it separated like that before. Normally there were porters at the port and they would give you a tag. It wasn't like that at the Rome at Civitavecchia. So again, in the essence of expediting things, making things easier for you, you might want to print your luggage tags from Royal Caribbean and put them on your luggage for the day that we depart the hotel in Barcelona. Another thing about the hotel in Barcelona is that last time we were there, had those big, heavy metal keys, like hotel keys.
Oh, man.
That when you go outside, you leave it at the front desk. So that's just something to keep in mind, that it's not going to be that little RFP key card. And I will remind you the morning we leave to get on the ship, not to bring it with you, because I know that's happened to me before.
Oh, no.
But you can leave it at the desk if you go in and then come back in and you can get it if you want.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
No,
if you haven't checked out.
No. If you leave, no, we always leave them at the desk. They put them in your little cubby and they know if you're in or out. That doesn't mean you're checking out.
Right. But you can keep it in your pocket too.
You could, but like some of the ones, they're really big and heavy. So, and they probably charge a hefty fee if you lose it.
Hey, Vicki, how long is a tour in Barcelona?
It's going to be about 3.5 to 4 hours.
Okay.
And I can, after I stop sharing my screen, I can tell you exactly where you go on that tour.
All right. We're gonna take off from the hotel and then go straight to the ship after.
I'm going to go straight to the ship. And I have whenever I board a ship, I have a meeting with the group services coordinator, and I try to get all of our show reservations so that you might have a question. As it was with our last cruise, likely with this cruise too, you cannot make any show reservations until you get on board. So I will get on board and immediately with my guest services coordinator, book our group, the shows that they didn't have any pay shows on I was just on Royal Caribbean. They didn't have any pay shows. So, but I got us group reservations on nights for the group shows. And I also try to get reservations for fun things on board the ship for us to do. We don't have, gosh, I think we only have one sea day, so there isn't a lot of time on board, but I'll try to get us some fun things to do for the time that we're on board the ship.
So I signed up for the dining, but a bunch of people signed up before me. So for the chops on the 2nd, I think.
Yeah, so the specialty dining is another thing I have to reconfirm because just because I noticed that they instead of chops. So I had to call them and was on phone for an hour about 2 weeks ago, making the dining reservations. And instead of chops, they gave a chef's table, which is very expensive. So tomorrow.
I'm signed up. I have a reservation, but it's just not with the group that's already signed up. That's what I wanted to get.
Oh, I see. So you want to be at the same time.
I am at the same time and not with the same group. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. So
I've already got a reservation. I'm just not with the same group.
Okay. So when we're in Barcelona, I will find out from everyone if anyone else has made reservations on their own for the specialty dining. Let me know, and that way I can make sure you're together as a group.
Gotcha.
So I was going to sign up, but it said it was sold out, but there's space that shows that's still available. So
yeah. Well, the first time I did it said it was filled up, and then you went again and it wasn't filled up. So I don't know.
And that happened with excursions too on our last cruise. Things would say they're full, and then you'd keep looking and looking even on board the ship, and then things would open. So again, when we're in Barcelona, if anyone wants to sign up for specialty dining, I'll have sign-up sheets. And that's one of the things I do when I get on board. I go and I make sure, oh, you have a cute kitty.
Oh my God, it's a cat. Is that Vicky's
I see
cat?
a cat.
it's dinner time.
Oh. So I will make sure that anyone who's made individual reservations to make sure that you can be with the group if it's at the same time. If it's not at the same time, I'll try to get you in at the same time. So there are lots, there are things in Barcelona that I'll do. And then as soon as I get on board, that's my main goal and mission is to just go and get all of our reservations to find out where our dining tables are. We do have group dining. We have the late seating. That is the only dining reservation time that they give to groups. It's 8:30. It is quite late. It is.
We have to go to happy hour before. Oh my God.
Yeah, so we go to happy hour for 10 hours before dinner. But
I'm happy when you eat.
Of course, there is always, if you want to go to the buffet on your own, if you want to go to my time dining on your own, you can. You do not have to wait for 8:30. It's more fun when we're all together, but I understand it's very late for some people. In regards to the timing too, when I make our group show reservations, I'll obviously make them for the late show, which is after dinner. So unless there's an early, on the last cruise, there weren't early shows most days that made it so that we wouldn't miss dinner. So again, these are all things that I don't have information about now and that I'll learn once I'm on board the ship.
So Vicki, the prices for these.
Vicki, on the 29th.
Yes.
We're in Barcelona. There's a tour for, is anybody signed up for that tour?
Everyone goes. Everyone goes, Roger. On the 29th, it's a tour that Singles Travel has included for you all to get
so
from the hotel to the port.
That's the 30th.
No, that's the 30th.
Oh, the 30th. Oh my God. I'm sorry. So on the 29th, no, STI put on, I believe it was on this.
Yeah, it's
So I don't know who has signed up for that. I don't get information about who has signed up. Because I think it goes straight to Viator, doesn't it?
Yes, yes.
Right.
So we can ask here, Roger, has anyone signed up for that, that tour?
Yes, there's several tours. There's a few different ones. You have to pick which one you like.
Oh, okay.
Different prices.
I don't have the paperwork, so I don't have any
Yeah,
of
I don't
this.
So Robbie, is
I
that
don't have
Robbie?
that either.
Was that Robbie talking? I can't see.
Yeah, I was talking, but someone else also.
So Robbie, on
Yeah.
on this page right here, if you go to the web page for on
Yeah.
Singles Travel for our cruise, you scroll here, you click down here, your travel documents, and this whole form comes up. And
Well,
so
you
There you
do
go.
realize, all right, Vicki, the problem is that you don't have all my information correct. You show me owing money and I can't get travel documents because all my information is incorrect.
Well, no, the travel documents don't always work on a smartphone. They work on bigger things, bigger, smarter devices.
So Robbie, the payment information,
Nowhere close.
I don't handle that. I know it just, does our service desk know you're having problems with that?
I've sent a notice in half a dozen times, nothing's changed.
Okay, so what's
So-
happening? It's showing you're not paid in full?
Yep,
Okay.
but I've got
Are they
documents
hounding
showing
you
them
for
paid.
money? Because if you're not paid in full, I guaranteed you they'd be calling you.
Oh, no,
They
no,
call and they usually answer.
no, Tammy has already sent me information showing I'm paid in full and I have a credit. There's
Okay.
no problem with that, but if you go into my travel, it's
Yeah,
showing that I owe
That
money.
doesn't always work. I owe something from
Yes,
2001.
there's an issue with the website, so disregard that. As long as you have something showing you're paid in full from Tammy, please don't worry about that. But this document here, you can get to just by going to the website. And don't worry that this info, like for instance, your flight.
Oh, somebody filled it all out now.
This isn't updated. So this was sent out about a week ago. It will not be updated, but I am given updated information from the operations department, from Kimberly. So this document will remain static as it is because it's been posted. But these links here to the tour, so I'm going to click here, for instance, and see.
Vicki, can
Yeah.
I just say, I know you have to log into the website in order to print the document. So maybe she's not logging in.
Yes, true. You have
Oh,
to
yeah, I do.
even to be able to see. Robbie,
some
I will
reason-
email you. Okay,
For
so
some
this,
reason, my travel documents don't appear on my smartphone. They appear on my iPad. So I don't know. There are all sorts of little weird
and you know
things.
what? I'm going to put this in the chat right now. The link. Here's the link to this document. So Robbie, if you can copy that and paste it as well. And Robbie, I can email anybody who needs, I can email this link.
So a quick question. The prices of the excursions on the Royal Caribbean website said not available. Is that still true? You know, when you can pick out an excursion.
Yeah.
And it says we don't have the price yet.
To be honest, Sam, I haven't gone on to look at excursions. So for all of them, it's showing not available?
Yeah, I couldn't, as far as I know, I didn't check today, but yesterday it was like that. And I know we're having a white night, we're having a emperor night, and we're having, are we having a formal night?
So there is a formal night on board. It was the second night of the cruise on the last, I think second night is typically on Royal Caribbean formal night. And then they had another one. So on an 8-night sailing, there might be 2. But, again, if you're not familiar with Royal Caribbean,
Yeah, no, you can do whatever the hell you want.
yes, you don't have to dress up. Some people on the cruise ship were wearing formal gowns on formal night and tuxedos. Other people were just wearing normal. I didn't bring anything formal for it. So, but if you want to get dressed up, there will be a formal night on board, and most likely it's going to be the second night of the cruise. And then
not 2. They're not going to have 2.
What?
They're not going to have 2, or I'll have to wear my bow tie twice.
I don't know. I don't know if they'd have 2. It seems like a short cruise. Our last cruise was 11 nights and they had 2. But they will definitely have 1. So yes, we do have our themes. We have a white night, and then we have our favorite historical figure from France, French, Italian, or Spain history. And again, I'm saying it could be a make-believe character. It could be someone from a painting. So get creative. If you've never traveled with Singles Travel before, it really is a fun night. Some people go all out with their costumes with us, and it's very, very fun. And I tell you, on the last cruise, if you could see what Lauren was wearing, it was awesome. So we had a 70s like disco theme night, and we had people. We were on the deck of the ship, and it was our happy hour. There were people coming up and wanting to take pictures with Lauren and Dora and other people in our group, and it was just so fun. So if you're debating, like, do you want to get a costume? Don't even think twice. Do it, and you will have so much fun. And then we have a white night. I still haven't decided what nights. Again, when I get on board, I am going to see the lineup of what the ship is doing, see if they did have a white night on board, believe it or not, which actually surprised me. So I'll try to find out when that is from them. It's very hard to get information from them beforehand. And then each day I'm going to give you a daily schedule. I'm not doing a weekly because, again, they're not, Royal Caribbean hasn't given me the information that I really need to do a weekly schedule in advance. And I don't want to hand you something and then have it be constantly changing. So I'm handing you the daily schedule, usually, typically, hopefully around dinner time each night for the next day. Okay. I'm going to stop sharing my screen now. Did I already stop?
There you have.
Am I?
No.
No, here's stop share. Okay.
Okay.
So now I want to look at the chat. I know some people have had questions. Let me just look. Okay, Robbie had asked, do we need the PCR test to enter the country, which I'm assuming is the USA? Nope, that's no longer needed as of yesterday. So we don't have to worry about that.
Spain.
Oh, to enter Spain. No, if you're fully vaccinated, you do not.
And fully vaccinated means with booster.
Say it again.
Fully vaccinated means with booster.
You're right, with booster. If you're fully vaccinated, thank you, Lauren. If you're fully vaccinated and your last dose was more than 270 days ago, you will need a test to enter Spain. Do you need, anyone need me to repeat that?
Repeat, please.
Yeah, go ahead.
So let's say you got your last dose of got the Johnson & Johnson, the 1 dose. If that is if that was more than 9 months ago, or if your second shot of the Pfizer or Moderna was more than 9 months ago, and you have not been boosted, then you will need a COVID test to enter Spain. If you have been 2 doses or Johnson & Johnson 1 dose and boosted, no matter how old your booster shot is, You do not need a COVID test to enter Spain.
But we need a COVID test to get on the ship.
You need also a COVID test to get on the ship. And the same is true, I believe, about those same criteria. I think that Royal Caribbean, is anyone, well, I'm not gonna say that. Let me research this again, because I believe it was the fact on the last Royal Caribbean that if your second or if your last shot was more than 9 months ago and you're not boosted, that you had to get the COVID test at the port when you, it was $55 with Royal Caribbean.
Hey, Vicki,
Yes.
they changed that the day before we boarded.
Oh, they did?
Yes.
Yeah.
So you did not have to do the test at the ship.
At the ship. So Dora could have had her test with us.
Yeah.
She did.
Okay.
She
I
did
don't
have the
remember
test
who
with
came.
us. I took her. I
You
took her
took
down
it, yes.
later. I took her down later and got the
Okay.
test. Okay, from the same place.
This is probably a stupid question, but I filled out all my paperwork with 4 shots. And then last week, all my friends were getting sick and I decided to get with 3 shots, and I decided to get the extra shot.
Wow.
But they don't know about the extra shot until they look at my card. Is that going to be a problem?
No.
Probably not.
No.
Vicki, I'm getting the booster this weekend. I never got the booster. Is that okay?
So the booster needs to have been administered within 14 days. So you're getting it tomorrow?
Better
Hold
get
on.
them to change the date.
Hold on one sec.
You'll be okay.
They'll probably be
No,
close
in
enough.
terms of, so I
Still
need,
have 14 days.
It's not
You won't
within
be there till the
14 days.
28th.
14
Yeah,
days
that's 14 days. You're fine.
before you board or fly, yeah.
but like if it wasn't tomorrow, I have to get a COVID shot to get into Spain.
Not a shot, a test.
A test. Which kind of test do I need to get into Spain?
Probably the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Just the
have it.
antigen test.
The Binex one, that Binex, whatever you said.
No.
What kind of?
Be a lawyer.
Hold on one sec. Let me pull this. Oh, it'd probably be on the Spain. Okay. Let me share my screen again with you all.
Oh my God.
Okay. Now I wanted to do. I thought it was on this. No, okay.
I think it was on one of the tabs on the top.
Oh, it was? Oh, gosh. Well, here it is.
Yes.
Okay. Blah, blah, blah. If you do not have, you must complete the health form. Okay. Sorry, I have too many things open and it's hard for me to, I'm just going to accept this. Requirements. Okay, from the US. Computer's very slow when I'm on Zoom.
When they say you need a EU certificate or equivalent,
Don't worry about that. We don't have that, which is why we're filling out the Spain health form.
I know, but when you get there, they ask for that security code, so you'll see
Oh, you mean on this? Well,
on the health form.
yeah, on the health form. Okay, but other people, I'm wondering why you had that. I'll go through it when I purchase my airfare tomorrow or the next day, Robbie. And I'll see if that happens to me and then I'll call you to try to figure out what's
Robbie,
going on.
Robbie, they send that security code to your email address. And so you
Yeah,
go-
because I had it sent to I can't remember if it went to my phone via text or if it went via email.
and
But
it-
I can't get it. I can't get a code to fill in because I can't get into the form to fill it out. I mean, I fill out everything. It says I have everything done except for the health form. So, I mean, for the entry into Spain. So when I fill out that stuff, everything's good except for I need a security code and there's no security code.
Well, I
Because,
think,
did you check your
isn't there
email?
a code that
Yes.
comes like the day, 3 days before that you have to fill out to finalize it? Because it's not finalized until like,
It's not
That's
finalized
what-
yet. You have to wait.
no,
No, my code came through about 20 minutes on my email after I filled out the form.
Me too. I
Did-
got it on
But I
my-
can't fill out the forms when I'm
But you can't
getting.
fill out, yeah.
Can you see it? You can't see that, can you? This is what the email comes to you.
Correct. Correct. When
I
you
don't get an email if you don't fill out the
Yeah.
form.
Can't see it.
I can't get an email if I don't fill out the form, and I can't fill out the form.
Well, the email has a security code in it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
see
where
it.
do I get that email from? That I can't fill out a form because it says I can't fill it out if I don't have a security code.
Because you gotta put in your email first. When
You have to, yeah, you go.
I did, and then it says you have to have a security code.
Then it's probably went to your spam
You
box.
went to your email.
Yeah,
so
look
you
in
go
your
to
spam
trash or your
folder.
junk
Email.
or-
Spam, look in your spam folder.
Look
there.
in your spam folder.
I've already looked at everything.
All right, Vicki will
don't
take
have
care
it.
of you later.
Yeah, I'll help you later. Let's see, requirements for entering Spain from outside the EU. Sorry, I found the thing. Okay, blah, blah, blah. If you do not have the certificate or equivalent, okay, you can do it. If you're traveling by sea, no. If you have the certificate, okay. So I'm gonna read for this. That must have been issued no more than 270 days ago. Now let's look about the booster. Okay, from that time, the certificate must show a booster. Okay, if you can check the vaccines, If you were going to present a diagnostic test, okay, the tests that are accepted are the PCR. Let me put this in the chat.
This is so unclear and so screwed up.
Oh, I don't think it's screwed up at all.
Well, I'm glad you think so.
Yeah, it's great.
Robbie, unfortunately, traveling during COVID isn't as.
I've been traveling. I have been to the Balkans in May. I've been to Ecuador in May. I went to the Caribbean in February. I've never had this problem.
Okay,
We live
so
in
when
Spain.
we go to Spain, if your certificate, who was I talking to here? Sorry, I'm going back
Laura,
to the
Laura,
chat.
mine is older than 90 days. so
It's
I
older
need-
than 90 days, and then you're
Okay.
getting your booster tomorrow.
No, I'm not.
No, that's me.
Oh.
I'm getting Stacy.
Okay, that was Stacy. Okay, so let me go back. So then you will need, if you're not getting the booster, you will need to have a test. And I just put in the chat the type of tests that are accepted in Spain. Can you see here? The
You'll have to have
PCR, LAMP, TMA, or similar, or rapid antigen. So you don't need to pay a lot of money. Just get the rapid antigen test.
But
Um,
it's 24 hour, has to be 24 hours before departure.
This says within 72 hours.
Yeah. That's for the, no, but that's for, isn't that the PCR?
That's
Yeah.
for the PCR. If you
Oh,
get
yes, for
the
the
antigen,
rapid
it's 24
antigen.
hours.
Just get the
So the
booster.
people, we get there 2 days ahead of time, you can't take it before you leave. So you have to wait to get to the hotel.
But you can't wait because this is to enter Spain. So the people who are not boosted and will need this before they depart the United States.
Okay, right.
So either get the PCR within 72 hours or the rapid antigen test within 24 hours of your departure to Spain.
Yeah, if you get the PCR, you probably don't have to get one at the hotel.
No,
Because you'll be
still
within
need to
3
board the
days.
ship.
I know, but the PCR, if it's within 72 hours,
No, but
that's
it's,
3 days. So you
No,
wouldn't have to get another test at the hotel.
no, you're getting confused. It's me flying out of New York to Spain.
Right.
That's what it is.
Why can't she just get the booster tomorrow and not worry about it?
I can, I just don't. I'm
More
not,
than 14
I'm
days.
not, I'm not 100% sure I could do that.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I know this is all, I know this is a lot. It's a lot of information. It's worth it when you get there. And the good news is we also don't have to worry about getting a COVID test at the Barcelona airport before your flight departs. Because
Hey, Vicki, just to be clear for my own, I don't know what I want to call it. I've had the Moderna shot and I've got 2 boosters, so I don't have to
You're
worry
fine.
about anything.
even if you've only had one booster,
Okay.
that is good indefinitely. There is
Sure
no,
on.
there's no expiration on the booster. It's only if you have not been boosted and it has been more than 9 months or 270 days. That is the only issue.
So do you have to pay for a
I
booster?
felt that was the case, but I just needed the clarification.
Yeah,
Do you have to
thank
pay
you.
for a booster shot?
Excuse me?
Do you have to pay for a booster shot?
I didn't pay for any of my vaccines.
No.
Well, it
Neither.
depends how old you are and how your insurance covers it or not.
Oh,
I went to CVS.
Me too. I went to Walgreens. I didn't have any problem. I didn't even, I went
Walgreens.
out of my home state. And I
No
got,
one in the US
I
paid
think
for
all those
vaccine.
COVID shots were free.
yeah.
Yes,
mine
sir.
too, because-
CVS will do it for free.
yeah,
Kroger does it for free also.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The
And I
booster-
think Walgreens also.
Right. I think I'm
They
gonna
were
get-
free to everybody in the US.
Yeah.
Everyone in the US got free vaccine.
Should be, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Didn't matter where, they were free. If you paid, you got scammed.
So let me get this straight.
Yes.
As long as you're boosted,
Yeah,
you don't need a test to get into Spain.
correct.
Thank
You
you.
just need the test to get onto the ship.
Right. Right. There's another question. Okay, Rick, I'm reading your message now. I see that. Let's see. Okay.
Don't worry, Vicki, I'll call you back. All the questions I have, I can text you, so don't worry about it.
Okay, okay, great. And I'm gonna put so again, I'm in Greece now. So calling costs me a lot of money, texting doesn't. So I'm gonna put
I'll
my
text you.
number in.
I'll text you. Don't worry about the phone call. I'll text you.
Okay, or email too. So let me put my phone number in here for everyone too.
Vicki, I texted you a few days ago. I don't know if you got it. It's Diane.
You did?
Yes.
You
didn't get it?
No, let me
I text you also.
Really? No, let me go. Yeah, Diane, I have it right here. That's
Well, I answered one question, but.
But I put your name in and searched.
Funny.
Okay, okay, let's see, July 8th, 10:55. Okay, so I'll talk about this when we're on board the ship, because
Okay.
I'll find out that we
Yeah,
have plenty of time for the return information.
Okay.
And I'll be able to find out what the earliest departure is for transfers from the ship.
Right, because I didn't buy the transfer. So that's why I was wondering, because I figured, because I'm early and I wanted to take, I guess, a taxi. So that's why I asked.
Okay, I'll find out. I know that in Rome, we had very, very early transfers. The first one was 6:30 a.m.
Okay.
So I'll find out when I get on board too.
Okay. Okay.
So I put my phone number and my email in the chat, and then I think someone else had a question in here. Barbara, will there be any problem getting taxis to the airport? How late can you get the ship to airport transfer? So again, what happens when we're on board is I would, if you ordered a transfer, if you paid for a transfer, they will give you a designated time that your bus will leave, and they'll give you the luggage tags. So how about, why don't we talk about the end of the cruise stuff when we're on the cruise? Because by that time, when I get on board, I can find out what time the earliest transfer goes, what time the latest transfer goes. The latest one off of the last ship was 9:30 a.m. because they want everyone off the ship to turn it over. Likely at Barcelona, there will likely be a lot of taxis. At Rome, it was different because anyways, Rome is a harder airport, Civitavecchia is a harder port, but at Barcelona, there should be taxis. Last time I was there were taxis waiting. So, but I can also find out from Royal Caribbean what time the earliest transfer is and what time the latest transfer is.
So should I purchase the transfer then? Or?
You can purchase it. You can wait to purchase it when you're on board.
Okay.
That was my question. That's what I meant. I meant when can you do it?
So
not
don't
how
worry
late.
about it. And I can even do it. I can even do it for you when we're on board. You just tell me as long as I have your flight information, I can do it for you. And as long as it's before 48 hours before, that's usually when they stop taking reservations for transfers, 48 hours before the end of the cruise.
Okay, thank you. Thanks.
You're welcome. Okay, someone has a question, Jennifer, about Wi-Fi. Okay, do you need it or is everything on the app? So the app is wonderful for finding out things about what's going on the ship. What the app doesn't help you with is texting, like, you know, it came in really handy that I was able to text most of our group on our last trip about, okay, hey, where is everyone? Hey, I'm here, want to do this. But I don't expect everyone to go buy a Wi-Fi package. It just turned out on our last trip, most of the people did. Wi-Fi will help you with keeping in touch with friends back home, for getting on Facebook and Instagram, all those personal things. The only thing that app does is give you timing for everything, shows anything you purchase, like a transfer, any reservations I make for you for the shows for dining, those will show up on your app, on your calendar on the app. So it really is great for that, but you can't text or message or keep in touch with anyone via the app. Does that answer your question, Jennifer?
Yes.
Okay. So if you want to keep in touch with people back home or surf the web or any of that, you'll need Wi-Fi. Another thing is we're in port almost every day. So getting an international plan for your phone, that's something else that a lot of people do. I know AT&T and Verizon both have a $10 a day. It's unlimited. It's as if you have your same package back home. You can even make phone calls back to the States, $10 a day. So
that's $10 if you use it. They don't charge you $10 for every day of the cruise. It's if you use it that day, it's $10.
So the thing is, unless
Exactly.
you turn your cellular data off, you will be using it. So you have to remember to turn it on or off, your cellular data. Otherwise,
I think they go by Vicki, they go by if you use it.
Right, but
if
what I'm saying
so,
is
yeah.
if I open my phone and I go to Facebook and I have cellular data on and I'm not meaning to do anything, it'll automatically charge me.
Yeah, because you got something in return. Somebody sent you something
Yes.
or you got some message back. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, then you're using it.
So yeah, if you don't want to use it, I always recommend anyway, so that you're not roaming.
Yeah, turn
your
the
cellular
data off.
data
Yeah.
off.
Yeah.
I
agree with that.
Wait, will there be any problem? Okay, there's that. Couple questions. Okay. Got it, Rick. Thank you. T-Mobile is free if you have a senior plan to text and data, but calling is okay. Great.
My last trip, I didn't pay for posting to Facebook, not a nickel, but to use the phone, it was $10 per 24-hour period.
Yeah. I get charged the minute I turn on my cell when I arrive in Europe. I get a thing from AT&T said your international plan is my $10 a day. But I'm doing
I had Verizon and they didn't charge me.
Really? That's great. Okay, does anyone else have questions? I know this was a lot of information.
One thing, Vicki, on the test to get onto the ship. Now, with the test that you're going to supply with the nurse, does that go on the app? And we also have, if you do that internet test, they got that app called Navica or something like that.
Vicki.
And the information goes on there. If you do the internet test, Navica. So we had to have it on the cruise I was on before. If you do the test with the nurse, you're going to have a paper copy? Is it going to be on the app?
We'll get a paper copy with the QR code.
Yeah, okay. And you got to load the QR code on your phone or something, or?
You
No,
can.
I just showed mine at the port, the test.
yeah.
That was it.
Yeah.
They asked for the passport, your COVID certificate, and I just showed them my paper copy.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome. I also forgot to mention that on the 28th, when people arrive, so I will be having a hospitality desk in the lobby area. They're going to set up a desk for me. Let's see, I'll be there from 4 to 5:30 on the 28th. And then at 6 p.m., we'll have happy hour. There's a nice rooftop bar at our hotel. It's a really beautiful hotel. So then we'll be doing happy hour. And then at 7 p.m., for whoever wants, we'll do an optional dinner at a nearby restaurant. And for those who are arriving on the 29th, I'm doing a hospitality desk 4:30 to 5. I don't know if anyone will make it to that one, but and then again 6 o'clock. So on the final vacation details, we had our happy hour at 6 p.m. Now we're going to have a COVID test at 6 p.m. And then we'll have a happy hour, and then we'll go to dinner. So if you're not going to do the test with the nurse, you can start your happy hour early without us and wait for us. And you can do the test using the Wi-Fi at the hotel with the Binax Now. And so for the people, I'm going to email the people coming in the 29th, even if you're on this call right now. Okay, yes, it's 3:30, it's 4:30 where I am right now, Rick. See you later, bye. What was I saying? So I will email those people who, here's my kitty, who are arriving the 29th.
You brought your kitties to Greece.
Yes, I brought this one with me. I couldn't bring my second one yet because I can only bring one at a time. And I was traveling alone, but so for those arriving the 29th, I will urge them, if they have not yet already, to buy the Binax Now, because there won't be another opportunity to get a test before boarding the ship. Is everyone excited, I hope?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Kind of.
I can't wait to put my historical costume on.
Oh, good. I haven't idea for mine. I have to get it. I have to start putting it together.
Vicki, historical, can it be a real historical? It can be fantasy.
It can be anything you want, Robbie. It could be fantasy, real historical, something from historical, a fictional novel, anything you want, a painting, sky's the limit.
Vicki, I hate to ask this, but if you test positive before getting on the ship, that one test, then what happens?
Then
you don't have to test to go home.
Yeah, so you would have to quarantine. I have to research what the laws are in
that would be terrible.
But in the times that has happened on cruises since COVID, We've had a couple of people test positive, either getting on the ship or getting off the ship. You are put up in a hotel. That's the great thing about the mandatory insurance. You're put up in a hotel. Each country has different length of time that they will test you again. So for instance, in Italy, they won't test you again for 7 days. In St. Martin, they tested like every 2 days. So I will research what happens in Spain. But the thing is, you will be put up in a hotel. You'll be given room service, and then at a certain point, you'll be tested again. And then, when you test negative or after a certain period of time has elapsed, whichever comes first, you'll be allowed to go home.
But the ship will be long gone, right?
Yeah. The ship won't wait.
Or you can fly to where the ship is.
Yeah, but likely the quarantine period will be at least half of the cruise period.
Yeah, exactly. Or more.
Don't even think about that, Laura. That's not going to happen.
Think positive.
Think positively. That's right.
That's why getting a test before you leave is a good thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
It is, but I still feel like even that, then you get on a plane, you can get it whenever, but it's not going to happen.
I traveled all over Italy and Switzerland before getting on the ship.
Yes. It's always a little bit scary.
Yeah.
You can even get it on Zoom, depending on your mindset, right?
Yes.
That's right.
I always think it's better if it's going to happen, have it be positive when you're going home. Because then you have another, bring your laptop just in case, and then you're in a hotel, you can work if you have to. You get room service every day. It's like an extended vacation.
That happened to one of the people on our last cruise.
Yes.
You think it'd be like being in a first class jail because you can't leave your room, right?
Right. You can't leave your room.
That's right.
No. Well, thank you all for joining tonight.
Thank you, Vicki.
I hope.
Yeah, thanks, Vicki.
I hope I've answered your
Vicki.
questions. And Robbie, I'll be getting back in touch with you.
Yeah, like I said, just text or email me. Don't bother calling. I mean, as long as you can get me some information, that's all.
I'll email you that for me. That way you have everything written and it's better.
Right.
And same with you all. If you have any questions leading up to the trip, email is really the best way, and texting too. If you text me, just give me your name. And Diane, I don't know why.
Yeah.
What date? But when I put your name in, you know what? I see it here. I was on the cruise.
Yeah. I thought you were just coming back.
Yeah, no, the cruise ended the 5th. So I'm so sorry.
That's okay. No problem.
Yeah. So just anybody text me if they don't have your number already, just say, hey, this is so-and-so, and I'll answer you.
How many people are going? Do you know?
We have 32 in our group.
Oh, wow. That's a big group.
It's a very big group.
It'll be wonderful.
Fun group.
It'll be fun.
It's gonna be a fun group.
Yes, very fun. Okay, well.
Hey, Laura, and I took some private dance lessons, so I'm gonna give you some competition, dude.
Oh, you're gonna give me some tips now, huh? Okay.
And Lauren helped me on the last cruise. What a wonderful leader. So I hope this cruise to be able to stay up a little.
The instructor, she has a routine for a meringue, strictly for a cruise ship.
Oh, wow. I want to be a part of it.
It's gonna